My name is Nick. Nick Carraway. On the surface, I'm just an ordinary bondsman with trying to find his purpose in life. Beneath that, I was within and without, simultaneously enchanted and repelled by the inexhaustible variety of life. I lived in New York, more specifically the West Egg. My own house was an eyesore, but it was a small eyesore, and it had been overlooked countless times. I had a view of the water, a partial view of my neighbor's lawn, and the consoling proximity of millionaires, all for $80 a month. And one of these millionaires was my neighbor, a man who seemed different from each one. My neighbor was a mysterious man. Many rumors surrounded him about his wealth, but he had it all: money, a mansion, and everything you could imagine. It seemed to be a paradise for him. Or so I thought. He was missing something, something, or someone. Daisy, my second-hand cousin, was someone I didn't know much of, but both my neighbor and her had met each other before, and still had loved each other. My neighbor's downfall was sudden and quick, or so he said. Many reports claimed a yellow car had ran over a pedestrian not too long ago, and he was the only person in West Egg with a yellow car. At the scene, her husband saw the whole tragedy unfold and pursued the assailant, or in my eyes, my neighbor. My cousin was with him and left him after the incident. My neighbor was desperately trying to still date my cousin and was awaiting a phone call from her. Eventually, a phone call came through, but this left him vulnerable. After 2 years, I remember the rest of that day and that night and the next day, only as an endless drill of police and photographers and newspapermen in and out of my neighbor's front door. But why was my neighbor exempt from my scrutiny? He had done many crimes: bootlegging, fraud, and even trying to date my own cousin. But I hear you ask, what is this man's name? Well, his name is